Rumors are heating up following the loss for the New York Giants that this man could wake up jobless on Monday morning. A lot to dissect and a lot to talk about. But first, if you want the Giants to finally fire Shane Bowen and have them get a new defensive coordinator as soon as next week, hit that thumbs up icon for me right now. It feels like the day may finally be here. You are watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. And is Shane Bowen going to be fired tomorrow morning? Jordan Renan of ESPN does a beautiful job covering this team. Go support him. Says Mike Kafka was asked if there would be any changes to the defensive coordinator or play calling. He said they will evaluate everything and everyone. But it was not an overwhelming endorsement of defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. Evaluate everything. That is a term that Brian Daboll used before he benched Daniel Jones. That was a term that Brian Daboll used before he benched Russell Wilson. And now I think Mike Kafka is using that before the organization fires Shane Bowen, because I'm not sure who can actually make that call. Also, Connor Hughes, who covers the Giants for SNY, is saying it seems like another change is coming for the Giants on Monday and is referring to the job status of defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. It would be the right move for the Giants to move on and part ways from Bowen, because keeping Shane Bowen as the Giants defensive coordinator is a commitment to losing from the Giants. As long as the Giants employ Shane Bowen as their defensive coordinator, they are telling you as fans that we are A-okay with losing, because Shane Bowen is the best defensive coordinator in the NFL at blowing fourth quarter leads. He has now done it 4 times this season. I went back and I started to go through some tweets of the game. Shout out to Dan Duggan of The Athletic. Awesome job covering this team. Go give him a follow. He tweeted out Drew Phillips standing on the sideline, wearing his helmet with Nick Jones in again as the nickel corner. Then after the game, he tweeted, neither Phillips nor Jones knew the reason for the mid-game switch. Jones just said nickel coach Mike Adams came to him while the offense was on the field in the third quarter and told him he was going in. So who is making these decisions? Who is saying we need to have third-round pick Andrew Phillips on the bench while Nick Jones is in the ball game? And look, I'm not saying that Andrew Phillips has been awesome this year, but he should be in the game. Remember, you're keeping Joe Schoen because of the nucleus of young talent, yet you're not going to play a piece of that talent? Doesn't make much sense. And neither do the Giants as a football team, and neither does keeping Shane Bowen. Blast Shane Bowen to the moon. Please. How many times, how many chances are you going to give Shane Bowen to win this team a football game, but more importantly, an opportunity to keep his job? The New York Giants have coughed away 4 double-digit leads in the NFL this year. They coughed up another fourth quarter lead today. That makes 4 fourth quarter leads for the New York Giants that Shane Bowen has been unable to close the door on. How many times are you going to do it? I remember talking to my guy Andrew Connell, producer of this show, saying the Giants will lose another game because of Shane Bowen if they do not fire him after the Dallas Cowboys game. And then you lost the Broncos game because of Shane Bowen. And then you lost the Bears game because of Shane Bowen. And I don't think you lost today because of Shane Bowen, but it's just the cherry on top of the losing Sunday that the Giants organization continues to serve their fan bases. It's not like we're asking him to work with chopped liver. It's not like we're asking him to make brownies out of a crock of shit. It's the 5th most expensive defense in the NFL. The 5th highest paid defense in the NFL. There is talent, which maybe I don't believe there's talent because Shane Bowen is the coach. I do think the talent is questionable. The players are to blame as well. The coaches have stunk on defense this year. The players have essentially and primarily stunk as well. Like, outside of Brian Burns and outside of Dexter Lawrence, who's playing good, but not great for his standard. Like, who has been the third best Giant on defense this year? Is it Kayvon Thibodeau with 2.5 sacks on the season as we enter Week 12? Is it Abdul Carter with half a sack? Is it Bobby Okereke? Is it Javon? Like, who is the third best player on the New York Giants defense right now? And the answer might be Cordell Flott, and that is a problem for me. And this is why you have to fire Joe Schoen. There is no depth on this defense. They have names. They have stars. They don't have superstars. They don't have big-time players on defense. They don't have guys that make plays when you need plays to be best. Can you be at your best when your best is needed? The answer is no for the New York Giants on defense. You had a chance against the Cowboys to make one play and win the game. You had a chance against the Cincinnati Bengals to make one play to win the game. You had a chance against the Chicago Bears to make one play to win the game, and nobody ever did it. Shout out to KSIXI on Twitter. Go give him a follow. I thought this was an awesome tweet. The Giants' 2022 first-round pick is on IR for injuring himself despite not playing a single snap due to being bad. It's Evan Neal. Their 2023 first-round pick can't turn his head around in coverage and can't be bothered to play versus the run. Deonte Banks. Their 2025 first-round pick was benched for the first drive for conduct detrimental to the team. And the GM is safe. What a joke. What a joke. It's 100% accurate. It is a bullseye of a tweet, and it is why I continue to joke on Twitter about Brian Daboll being the scapegoat, because I do believe that he was. Joe Schoen has been worse at his job than Brian Daboll, and Brian Daboll was so bad at his job, I believe he should have been fired last year, and his buddy from Buffalo should be with him. And if you don't fire Joe Schoen, you will continue to be a losing franchise. If the season were to end today, the New York Giants would have the second pick in the NFL draft. It's year 4 for Joe Schoen. 6th pick, 3rd pick, 2nd pick. You're supposed to be getting better, not nosediving and getting worse every single year. 6-11, 3-14, and there's a legit shot you go 2-15. And if you win any games, who are they going to be against? The Raiders, the Cowboys? Meaningless football games. Joe Schoen was put at the forefront of the head coach search for the New York Giants because of his ability to build a young nucleus of talent. Well, Jalen Hyatt, with the game on the line, quit on a play and costed you to throw a game-losing interception. And Deonte Banks, former first-round pick that has to fill in for Paulson Adebo because he is injured, does not do a good job. In fact, I think he is the worst football player, the worst in the National Football League. Gave up another touchdown today, and he was awful. He was allergic to trying to stop the run. This picture paints the picture of who Joe Schoen is as a general manager. You traded up for Deonte Banks. You traded up for Jalen Hyatt, and they are unequivocally two of the worst players on the team and two of the worst players in the National Football League. Fire Joe Schoen or stay committed to losing. You make the call, Mr. John Mara. If you want the Giants to clean house, hit that thumbs up icon for me. I want to hear from you down in the comment section, but make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon. Would really appreciate it. Going to bring on my guy, Andrew Connell, producer of the show. Want to hear his thoughts on this team and where we're at. But first, I got to tell you about our proud sponsor of today's show. It's Jaxson Dart jersey. And you can get it at chatsports.com/dart. At chatsports.com/dart. Get your Jaxson Dart jersey today. Shout out to my guy, Andrew, killing it on the ones and twos. We've talked a lot about the New York Giants today, and I just kind of want to hear where you're at. What do you think as we're 11 games into the season, you're 2-9, it's year 4, first game as a new head coach. Just what's going through your head right now?
Yeah, not much was different today. The Giants played pretty much like they have all season. They showed some flashes. They did some things right. They didn't do enough right. They had a lead, and then they blew it. It was kind of the same story with the Giants, just not good enough. And I get it, like they're decimated across the roster. You're missing arguably some of your best players. You're missing your potential franchise quarterback. You're missing your Pro Bowl wide receiver. You're missing your rookie running back who had been one of the best running backs in the NFL. But it was the same story. The defense, neither unit is dependable when the game is on the line. The offense can't get down and score the winning touchdown or the tying touchdown. The defense can't get the stop when you need it. And that's been the story for the greater part of the last couple years with the Giants. You just have no faith that they're going to do what they need to do to get the win at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. Today was a day of hopeless feelings for me coming from the New York Giants way. In a game where you had the Jameis Winston boost, you had the interim head coach boost, you still couldn't punch through the wet bag that you are trapped in right now to win a football game. Let's be honest, the Green Bay Packers handed you this win time and time again. They played a horrible football game today. They dropped interception after interception after interception, and you had a chance at the end to punch it in, and you just cannot do it. I have no emotion of I have no strong emotions, and the inevitable feeling of losing enters my brain anytime the Giants have a lead in the second half.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to get used to it. You don't want to think that they're actually going to win because you know deep down that no matter what happens, because they've given up 33 points in a quarter, that they're just going to do whatever it takes and invent a new way to lose this game. Yeah, we're just kind of numb at this point.
Don't worry, though. That young nucleus of talent he's built with Deontay Banks, it's so good they've actually benched him for a gem of a pick in the 7th round in Corey Black.
Yeah, the Giants are
they're losers.
Yeah, and they're alienating their own fan base by continuing to put the product out on the field that they are. Listen, we get paid to do this and we love it, but I can't blame anyone who's just so frustrated that they don't even want to watch the Giants anymore. Why would you? You're going to tune in to see what are they going to do? They're going to lose again? I don't know. It's just there's not much to say at this point.
I'm just trying to think about this and think out loud. And you fired Brian Daboll, and in that statement, you felt you've built a team of talent, and the coaching was holding him back. You've only fired one person. Now you're expected to fire someone tomorrow, and that talent that you picked in round 1 and round 3, that's supposed to be a piece of the young nucleus, lost you the game today in Jalen Hyatt, and Deontay Banks was benched for 7th-round pick rookie Corey Black, who you cut before you got down to 53 players this year. I'm trying to follow this road, but I feel like I just keep running into a brick wall.
Yeah, there's no strategy, for lack of a better phrase. There's no strategy with Joe Schoen and what he's got going on here. There was blaming all of the Giants' struggles on one person by firing Brian Daboll was just, we talked about it when it happened. We were live for 3 or 4 hours. We've talked about it in videos this week. We talked about it on the stream today. He was not the only reason. He wasn't doing his job well enough, but he was not the only reason for the Giants organization being where it is now. It's everyone in the organization that needs to be better. It's the ownership. It's the general manager, every scout in the front office, all the players, all the coaches. Everyone may be doing a good job individually, but if they don't collectively all add up, every person not doing what they need to be doing just adds up, and that's how you keep losing all these little games on the margins as well, because you're looking at the Giants haven't gotten blown out that much this season. I mean, they may not look like they're competitive in games, but they're losing. Their last couple of losses have been by 1 score. You flip around. There's so many games this season. You flip 1 or 2 plays, and the Giants could win. The little things matter, and the Giants aren't doing it. They're not good enough at them, and they're not good enough to not do those things and still win.
I don't know, man. The only hope this organization has is Jaxson Dart.
Yeah.
Step up to the plate, kid. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Sounds like Shane Bowen might get fired tomorrow. We'll see. If it happens, we'll break it down. Subscribe. Let's go Big Blue.